feel like I feel like this will be really helpful for y'all as far as like graphics go. Now, this is not like a make it or break it in your business. I'm just telling you, you're not like the worst coach ever if you don't master PicMonkey or if you don't, have like the best graphics in the world. But starting off, you don't need to do any of this. But at some point, you want your post to look different from all of everybody else's posts that are on there. And so it just kind of makes it fun when you have like, when you're announcing a new coach and you kind of have some like cool wording and you've got their picture. So I have, I'm going to grab these really quick. I have two pictures that I want to show you guys how I did on PicMonkey.com. And then I'm just going to recreate them really quick for you. Some of you guys know how this works, and I'll just do it really quickly. But I just wanted to show you how easy it is to make these graphics. Okay, so let me pull this up, and then I'm going to screen share so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. And then if we have a little bit of time before we get off, I'm going to show you just some other techie tips that I use that might help you guys. Okay, screen share. All right, so this is a picture of a coach that I did. This took me no time, but if you're scrolling through Facebook, this looks kind of cool. Like if somebody stops on this, they're like, wow, that's a cool picture of this coach, So I'm just going to show you how to do this really fast. Now, PicMonkey.com, they have two options. They have a free option, which I used for like the first year in my business. And then I upgraded to I guess they call it like the Royal option. And I think it's like $33 a year. And the only reason I did that is because you're able to like download your own fonts. You don't have to use their fonts. And there's some other things that you can do as far as that goes. But okay, so let me go back to this. I need to move you guys so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is PicMonkey.com, and there's a couple different ways that you can start off. If you have your own picture and you just want to just work with a picture that you already have, then go ahead and click edit. If you want to design something like your Facebook banner, they have actually templates. So you can use a square and all these different ones. You can custom make it, but I'll show you that in a second. But really quick, I'm just going to go to edit, and then I saved this girl's face. I went to her Facebook page, and let's see. I don't see where her face is that I saved. Okay, let me show you the easier way to do this. So, man, this thing where you got like all of y'all's faces are in the middle of all my buttons. Okay, so let me go to this girl's page. What the world? So if you're gonna like say you have a brand new coach and you want to do a picture of them, I will just go to their Facebook page. I'll click on their photos, and then I'll scroll through and try to find one that I like. So that's the one that I found. Let's see, where's her wedding picture? Okay, perfect. We'll do this one. So I click on it, and then I have a Mac. I don't know what you guys have, but I just put it on my desktop. And then you see that I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's there. And then I'll go to PicMonkey, and I'll click on edit. And then I'm on my desktop button over here. So here's her picture. I'm going to upload it. Here it is. It's not the same one, but you guys are going to get the idea. Okay, so now do you see in this picture at the background? so annoying how I can't find my pictures. I'm having to move this bar everywhere. I'm sorry, you guys.
Yes, I see the final picture are a little moving everywhere. Are we supposed to actually see your PicMonkey program?
Yeah, do you guys not see it?
Mm-mm. And now the screen share's gone.
What to do, and then it was just your mouse zooming all over it.
You guys see that now?
Yeah.
There you go. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is not the same picture as that other picture, but it'll work for what I have to do. Okay, so the other picture, the background was faded. So this is what I do. I go over here to this little overlay butterfly thing, and then I click on geometric right here, and I click on this like rectangle box, and I just put this rectangle box on top of the entire picture like this. And then what I do is I make that box white. So I get on here, make it white. And then I take this button right here that says fade, and I just fade it. And so that just kind of makes it faded to where you can see the background, but not really. And then you guys stay with me because this part gets crazy. Can you guys see my
yeah.
Okay. Oh, I need to, you guys can still see what I'm doing?
Yep.
Okay. So then I open up another PicMonkey, because if you notice, that picture back here has that circle of them two right there. So then what I do is I'll go to edit, and then I'll find another picture of them. I'm just going to use this one for the sake of time, that I want to use as like a little, as that cool little thing to feature just them two. I go down here to frames right here, and then up here it says shape cutouts. I'm going to click on that, and if you notice, it just kind of like, there's all these different ones that you can use. I'm going to use a circle, and then right here you can make it however big or small you want. Now the cool thing about this is it doesn't matter how small it is. You can make this humongous, but you just save it to your computer. So save it, and I'm going to put Hannah Circle 2. So I always save it with the name Circle. That way if I ever need to use this circle again, I can go and find it. All I have to do is just put in her name and then click on, and then do Hannah Circle, and they'll all come up. Okay, so I saved that. So I'm going back to this picture. Now, anytime you want to save some, like for instance, right here, if I click on this, this is going to move everywhere. So what you can do is go up to this little thing right here that's got the arrow and click on this, and it combines it. So now I can't move that graphic off of there. Now it's on there. So I want to bring up that circle picture now. So I'm going to go down here. Actually, you'll always make sure you're in the butterfly right here. So click on the butterfly. You're going to click on your own, and then I'm going to find her picture, Hannah Circle 2. And it's going to come up right there. So you see how it's this size? It doesn't matter. I can make it huge if I wanted to. Doesn't matter what you do. But I'll probably just do it like this, put it here. And then this other picture had this like circle background behind it. So I'm going to go to geometric and do this circle. I'll make this really big. Let's say I want to put it right here. And this is what I do. If I want it to go behind that picture, I right click and I say send backward, because I want to send it right behind that first layer. And that's where it goes. Now, say I want to make this circle right here the color of, let's say like that green leaf back there. I'm going to come over here, make sure you're clicked on the circle. I'm going to come over here and click on this black thing right here. And then I'm going to click on this eyedropper. And this eyedropper, whatever you scroll over, it's going to match that color. So if I want to do like this green color back here, find like a pretty green or like a teal or something like that, I'll just scroll over till I find whatever I want and click on it. And so that kind of helps you, like, for instance, if somebody has a cool shirt and you want to kind of pull up the color out of their shirt, that will allow you to match it perfectly. So that's a really cool feature. And so then in this picture, it has this banner on the side. So for all of like the banners and stuff like that I use, I just use this geometric picture thing right here. So I think I did this, and whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. And then let's say I wanted the banner to match that green color. I come back over here, click on the black thing, click on the eyedropper, and I'm going to pull it over here to where the green is. And then now it's the same color. Now, what if I want to fade this and I don't want it as green? I want it a little bit faded. You just come over here to fade, and you just pull it down and it fades. You can do whatever you want there. Okay. And then once you're done with this, I'll go over here to the T. This is all of the different type of fonts. Now, anything that has a crown beside it is that is the upgraded version, but anything else you can use. And trust me, for the first year, I did not use anything upgraded. I just used my whatever they had, and they add a lot of stuff. So we'll do Coffee Break this. I love this font right here, Coffee Break. It's gonna come up at some point. Okay, you're going to click on add text, and then new coach Hannah. And so I know for a Mac, all you have to do to highlight this whole thing is you press Command A. And then if I want to make this bigger, I'm going to come over here to size. And then let's see. I'm going to open this up. And then you just, if you want to like take it and move it over there, you just move this around like this. And I just realized this feature not too long ago. Say it's like this and you're like, okay, I can't get this straight. Like, how do I know if this is straight? You right click on it and you click on straighten, and it straightens for you. And so then you just can come over here, and let's say I wanted to actually add another background to this. You're going to come back here and click on duplicate text. So it just duplicated it. And let's say I wanted to make this white. So I just changed the color over here. And you can do whatever you want to. And you can fade this. Like, there's so much that you can do with this. Just play around with it. But this is kind of like a basic. This actually looks horrible, this green color. But anyway, you guys get the idea. Okay, last thing I want to show you, as far as like graphics go. So let's get out of this. Now, I love to go to Google and pick like a bunch of different backgrounds. So let's say I want to do, let's do an 8x10, and I'm going to go to where all of my backgrounds are on that I have saved. So I have all these random backgrounds: grass background, camo background, Aztec background. I just find some that are on Google Images and I save them.
We still only see your blank PicMonkey.
Seriously? Why is it doing that? Can you see that?
Yep, there you go.
Okay. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Okay. So these are all my backgrounds. I mean, I'll just find some that I really like and I'll save them to my computer. Let me show you how I did this one. Actually, can you guys still see what I'm doing? I don't want to be like.
Yep. Yeah, we can see.
Okay. I'm going to show you how to erase the background of something. Okay, let's do this. So let's say I had this grass background, and that's how you overlay like something on top of something else. So let's say I did this, and I wanted a picture of myself back here. So, but I didn't want the whole picture. I just wanted myself. So I'm going to go back to your own and find a picture of myself. Let's do this one right here. Okay. So this, I want this picture here, but I don't want like all this stuff in the background. So what am I going to do? Well, first of all, I'm going to make it really big for right now, just for the sake of erasing. Then I'm going to go to this little eraser box right here. Now this right here is the harshness. So you want to tone this down. You don't want it to be too harsh. So I put it down there, and then this is the size of your eraser, which can be any size. So what you'll do is you'll come over here to your page, to wherever this picture is, and you'll just start erasing. And I just kind of do like the big stuff at first with a really big eraser. Get as close as I can. And then I'll go back through it and see how I can get pretty close, and it's not like a really sharp edge. See, if this was up here, it would like take off like my head. Does that make sense? But because I have it down here, and if you mess up and it like looks really bad, you come over here and you click on this one right here, and you can undo it. So you can go here and undo what you just did. Does that make sense? And so then I just finish erasing. Oops. Okay, and then I'll make this smaller, and I'll go through this and like make it so that all of this is cut off. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because I'll go back through and I will undo this and then go back and make sure that like his ear is not taken off and all that kind of stuff. And then the cool thing is, the bigger you make this picture, the more detailed you can get, like you can see it a little bit better. And so then you're able to kind of erase a little better. And then once you're done erasing everything that you want to, then you can make this picture much smaller, and you can't tell that any of it's erased. So that's pretty cool. That's another feature that I use. Do you guys have any questions? That's like, you just play around with it. It can be super frustrating at first, especially if you're new to it, but you can also spend like hours on it, you know, trying to figure out just how everything works. There's so much you can do. There's like a whole feature where you can like make your teeth whiter, make your eyes like pop, make your like get rid of any stuff on your face. You can like airbrush your skin. I mean, now you don't want to obviously go overboard and people are like, okay, that's not real, because there's actually a coach that does that, and I know that's not what she looks like in person. But I mean, you can go, it's fun to go, you know, do things like that, but you can also go crazy with it. But those, so I just wanted to show you guys, because that's another question I get all the time, is like, how do I make my graphics? That's one of the biggest questions I have. So I wanted to go over that and share with you. And somebody told me that there's an app now, but I don't think you can use it on your phone. Does anybody know if there's an app?
I have no idea.
Okay, I can only use it on my computer. So that's what I use it for. And then there's a bunch of different apps that I use on my phone, but PicMonkey is like, I use that like 5 times a day. So any questions about any of that, you guys?
Nope.
No. There's one of the things that's helped me is there's like at the top where you can upload, or I don't know, say you have your thing up to edit, and then you can either like save it or select a new file or something. There's one that looks like a stacky pack of papers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And to make it all go together. I don't know what that's called, merging it or something, because a lot of times when I put my background up and then I try and do my text box, I can't grab anything anymore. So that thing has been huge.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, I think this is
yeah,
that button that I
okay.
was talking about.
Oh, you already said that? Sorry.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, it was kind of like really quick. But I just showed them, like, if you go to, if you want to do something, you're going to end up hitting all of these, like, you see how
Right.
that's kind of,
Sorry. Yep.
and now you're like, well, crap, how do I get this picture? And so
Yeah.
for me, I have to like sit here for 5 minutes and like right click. And sometimes it literally takes me 5 minutes and I have to walk away. Otherwise, I'm going to throw my computer through the window. So if you know that this is what, like, this picture is what you want, and you click on this, it's going to save it just like that. Now, you can't click on this and then go later and try to like move this up here. It's not going to work. You'd have to undo like 100 times, and then you would undo everything that you've done. So, but if you know, okay, this is my background, this is what I'm going to do, I'm leaving it like this, you can, combine all images right here. That's what you do. And then there you go. So, any questions on that, you guys? So we only have like 3 minutes. I'm going to be very respectful of your time since we have a lot of stuff going on, but there is a ton of like techie tips that just make you look more professional. And one of them that I'll share with you right now, I won't go over any more, but I want you guys to all, if you don't already, think about possibly doing forms. And that is Wufoo forms. And those are, if you don't know what those are, it's basically when you're putting a post on your Facebook page and you're asking people to join your challenge group, you can also put on there at the very end what your call to action is. You can say, if you were interested, take a couple minutes and fill out this application so that I can get to know you and your goals a little bit better. So that way, okay, now you have like an application, so people are going to be like, she has an application, like she's legit. And it's the easiest thing in the world to make, but it's one of the first things that I ever did, and I feel like it helped me so much. And the cool thing is when somebody fills that out, you get notified through your email that somebody's filled it out. And you can go to your email and check it. And we actually even have templates on exactly what questions you can ask in all of those. But it's called, if you want to check it out, there's a million YouTube videos on it, but you can go to wufoo.com, and I think you can have up to 3 forms with 10 questions each a piece for free. So 3 forms, 10 questions on each form for free. So my form, I have a form for brand new challengers where I'm looking to like figure out what their goals are. I have a form for potential customers, and I have a form for potential coaches. And those are the 3 forms that I use. I don't even use the paid version. I use the free version. But it's really, really cool to be able to have forms and have those when somebody's interested in something, say, hey, really quick, just fill this out. And I have on there like what their email is. So you've got their email, you've got their goals. You can always go back to that. You can always figure out, what it is that they're struggling with. One of the questions on there, it asks like, are you a stressful eater, or do you eat when you're like, it's just different things that will help you out with what kind of program you can recommend. And then, I don't know, Hannah and Kristen, if you guys know about this. Do you know about Bitly? Bitly?
Yeah, I've done both. I've done the Wufoo to the Bitly to the Facebook.
Yeah. So, all right, I'll show you what Bitly is really quick. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay, so Bitly just makes it look even a little bit more professional. You can actually customize your link. So right here, what you do is you go to whatever your long link is. So you say you have a Wufoo form. Pretend like this is your Wufoo form. You're going to take this link, you're going to copy it, and then you're going to go to Bitly, and that Wufoo form, you're going to paste it right here. And then this little thing is going to come up. And for instance, you can customize it to say whatever you want it to say. So I have, like, for instance, my challenge group week 1, my WooFoo form, it's customized to week 1 goals. So when you give somebody the link, it's not like forever big. It's just a small little link right here. So now you'll copy and paste this link to your, you know, whatever, your private message or on your wall or whatever. I made a video, or I didn't make, this is the actual hammer and chisel video from YouTube, but I just went to YouTube and then I made like a customized link. So now whenever I give somebody the link, I know this is my link. I know this is the master hammer and chisel link. So I'll just copy this and give that to them. And it takes them straight to the YouTube page. Does that make sense? So it's not really that big of a deal, but it kind of like takes away from the whole like looking like a big link. You can just, and you always have it, and it's always customized, and it always is yours. So I think that's kind of cool. Okay, that's a lot. I'm not going to go over anymore because that's like a lot to chew on for any of you guys that are new. Any questions with that though before we get off here? Okay, awesome. You guys are great. And listen, new coaches, if they need this like recording to go over to figure out what in the world I just said, this will be a good one. To hand them, especially those who like to learn how to do graphics. You guys can give this to them. Plus, there's a ton of YouTube videos on my channel, Brittany's channel, any coach's channel, Katie Hefner's channel. So, all right. You guys are great. We actually, I'm only 3 minutes over that. I told my husband I could do it. He said, no, you can't. I said, watch me. Okay, you guys, have an awesome night, and I'll see you guys next Thursday.
All right. See ya.
Good night.
All right, see ya.